tell you what, if you can't fight energy tonight, you're in the wrong business. We control us. We run this. And anybody come in our house, they get dealt with. Respect is earned. Respect is never given. It's better to be respected than liked. The hell with being liked.
I'll fucking wait. Who wanna debate? Straight, let me cook. Fish frying while season and marinate. Every season, there's no reasoning, just unanimous decision. Smash the noti bell, and thanks to all subscriptions. Mama mentality, stop fouling me, I'm goated. Body shots got them folding, every word they can quote it. Smoking bud, watching bud, smoke these niggas Mayweather with the defense, nothing short of genius. High step into the end zone like prime time, point me to the limelight, mic check, it's my time. The pod god every time I deliver. You're now tuned in to GOAT Thriller. I'm here to stay, all the chatter, y'all can dead it. Let's start the show. Yeah, I said it.
Yeah, I said it. Dinging on them. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it.
I'm the best ever. There's never been
fucking
anybody.
wait.
I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart.
Yeah, I said it.
Now, before I get into what I'm about to get into, I just want to make sure that each and every last one of y'all hit that like or dislike button. And please don't forget to put some mother effing Coach K Duke full court pressure on that sub button if you're new to my channel. And please don't forget to ring that noti bell so you can be notified via email each and every time your boy E Thriller, aka Ham Rothstein.
I didn't stutter.
AKA GOAT Thriller.
I didn't stutter.
AKA the motherfucking Black Picasso, because I paint these pictures so vividly with my words on the sport of boxing whenever I feel like it. And once again, fight fans, ladies and gentlemen, the Wolf Chat, welcome back. Now, first things first, man. Shout out to everybody that's watching this live stream podcast on my YouTube account. Put some E3s, put some popcorn emojis in this bitch, put some GOAT Thrillers in this bitch. Yeah, I said it, and I didn't stutter. Also, shout out to everybody else on social media, man. That entails Facebook. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to everybody on X, formerly known as Twitter. I see ya. Shout out to everybody on the gram. What's poppin'? You feel me? And also, shout out to each and every last one of y'all that's been rocking with me ever since I've been doing TikTok. Shout out to all my TikTokers. Yeah, I said it. Shout out to everybody, man. Salute. I hope everybody had a phenomenal day. Now, I was at work today, right? Doing my thing, minding my business. And then I got a notification. Shout out to my big brother, Mosquito Spray, better known as Eddie Atlas. Yeah, I said it. The boxing historian that comes on my panel, for sending me this video that just had me taken aback because, finally, and I mean, finally, The Rock has come back to Dallas because Ryan Kardashian, oops, I meant Garcia, with his goofy, lying, cheating, scandalous, dumb ass, all of a sudden wanted to go on Mill City Boxing. And I can't say enough about the great fucking job that brother does on his channel with landing these interviews, that's supporting the sport of boxing, that's pushing the sport where the sport's supposed to be going. Yeah, I said it. So if you haven't done so, make sure y'all go sub up to him and his content. He does a phenomenal job. I got to give credit where credit is due. Also, shout out to one of my favorite fighters who seems to be a co-host on this channel as well, is Zab Super Judah, the former welterweight champion of the fucking world. Facts, T-Thriller, big facts. But anyway, Ryan Garcia all of a sudden just took the time out of his busy schedule to go on there with Trill Bill Haney. And they had like a little discussion. It wasn't really a heated debate or anything, but they was talking over, or going over the details rather, of why he popped dirty for the goddamn Austrian. So without further ado, this is what we're going to do tonight. We're going to kick back. We're going to listen to this shit. And for the record, YouTube, I do not own the rights to this content. This is for fair use and educational purposes only. As a matter of fact, let me cut my camera on. Please don't flag me for this shit. As a matter of fact, because I'm using this new software, shit had me running late. I apologize for everybody. I was supposed to be going live at 6:45, but I was having internet issues. They told me I had to stop using Chrome and I had to download Firefox. So now my shit is a little all over the place. So if I'm a little discombobulated or if I ain't on point like I normally am, I apologize in advance. Now, for the record, I do not own the rights to this content. This is for educational purposes only. Let's listen to Ryan Garcia, Ryan Schwarzenegger, with his lying, cheating ass. Roll that clip.
Hey, listen, you got to get yourself together, though, Ryan. You got to, man. You was out of pocket for that. You shouldn't have did that, man.
You've been out of pocket. We both been out of pocket. I'll tell you that.
Well, listen, let me tell you. But Ryan, with it being 3-3, you guys got so much on the line. It could not be that you wasn't supposed to do that, dog.
Wait, what? I didn't. I'm saying it to your face. I never cheated. I never would cheat.
Now, notice how Ryan Garcia is playing stupid. Notice how he's looking off. Notice how he keeps stuttering and talking or in circles and shit. When Bill Haney said, look, man, you know you shouldn't have did what you did, bruh. And Ryan Garcia is just in typical fashion is deflecting and denying and making up lie after lie after lie. And one of the things, if you're new to my channel, make sure y'all hit that like button, share this content with your friends and family, and subscribe. Pretty please, pretty please. But my reputation precedes me because I'm one of the motherfuckers on YouTube, right, that's known for whooping a nigga with his own fucking words. And Ryan Garcia, I want y'all to pay very close attention because Ryan has been categorically denying all claims. He's been saying that he was set up by Victor Conte. It's a conspiracy because he went against the powers that be, because he was supporting the kids and he spoke out against the child molestation and child rings and all this crazy ass shit that's going on in our world to this day. And our Deontay Wilder voice, right? We know Ryan has created all kind of different scenarios and narratives in his fucking sadistic, crazy ass head that he got going on in his fucking brain, trying to justify his actions and not being held accountable for the bullshit that he spews out of his mouth. So let's listen to Ryan very closely as he explains as to why or what took place and why he popped dirty. Listen to this shit, y'all.
I've never cheated in my career. Whatever I got popped for, I had to be tainted. And I don't care what you say. I don't care what nobody say. I know I never cheated in my life. I put down my mom that has cancer.
Yeah, but you did. That's not what you told the commission. You pled guilty to the.
I really hate when motherfuckers love to say, oh, I put that on my son. Or I put that on my dead homies. Or I put that on my mama. I put that on my uncle or any family member as if that shit gives it any more added leverage or any more credence to where I'm going to believe what the fuck is coming out of your mouth because a pair of loose lips will tell you any fucking thing. You feel what I'm saying? Ryan, just because you putting this on your mama who allegedly has cancer, God bless her if she does, that don't make me believe anything that's coming out of your fucking mouth. Yeah, I said it. And I didn't stutter.
Commission.
Because it was either that or I go to court or wherever the hearing. And even if I win the hearing, they said that no matter what, they could suspend me. So I just took the year and said, whatever. I know I didn't cheat. I don't need to cheat. I've been boxing my whole life. You know that.
It's a lot of motherfuckers, Ryan, who has been boxing their entire life, who up and decided to cheat. I mean, must I go through the names? Roy Jones Jr. has cheated. He popped dirty for steroids. Sugar Shane Mosley. I mean, the list goes on and on. These are guys that was born in the sport of boxing, that was bred in the sport of boxing, that was boxing as teenagers and young kids and adults. They ended up cheating too. So what the fuck does that have to do with anything with your goofy lying ass? I will fucking wait. I will wait, like, make it make sense. I need somebody to support Ryan Kardashian, Garcia, with his lying ass in my chat. That's against everything that your boy E-Thriller, aka the Black Picasso, spit on when it comes to this goofy motherfucker, to let me know. Y'all got to smell my cologne tonight, because there's been a lot of motherfuckers running around here capping for Ryan. There's been a lot of motherfuckers that's been running around here vilifying and ostracizing Devin the Dream Haney for reasons I still can't fathom, but I am going to get into some shit that's been pissing me off with Devin the Dream Haney shortly after this, right? But we're going to focus on Ryan because this whole saga is just really pissing me off. And I got to talk in between the clips because you know YouTube, how they like to hate and say that you're stealing and all that shit. So I got to chop it up like this, y'all. So bear with me.
I've been boxing since I was 7 years old. So I don't need it.
How did
the truth is the truth.
How did it get in your system?
The guy that came to help me lose weight, his name was Scooter.
Okay.
He bought me supplements, and I took the supplements, and that was the day before the fight. And then it just so happened that I tested the day before and the day after. So that's exactly.
Okay, so according to Ryan, a guy by the name of Scooter, who apparently doesn't have a last name, apparently he won't say if he's white, black, Mexican, Latino. I don't know. I don't know this guy. So I'm just going to go out on a limb and say, I don't want to sound racist or biased, but I'm going to say he's a black individual because I know a lot of motherfuckers growing up named Scooter, right? That just so happen to be black, right? But let's just say for the sake of the argument, right, that this is true. You didn't think to question, hey, bro, what are you giving me in order to, lose this weight? Or what are you giving me? Because as a boxer, my body is my temple. I am solely responsible for what goes inside of my body, let alone what's coming out of my body. Facts, C-Thriller, big facts. So you would think a guy that's 20-something years old, who has a fucking brain, who ain't wearing diapers the last time I checked, would say, you know what, man, this is the day before the fight. I'm struggling to make weight. Obviously, you're giving me something that's going to help alleviate the pain that I'm going through that's taxing on my body. And, I'm sweating, I'm doing these saunas and I'm in these suits, whatever the case may be. You would think a guy by the name of Ryan, or not even Ryan, hell, somebody that's in his camp, Derrick James, Oscar De La Hoya, Bernard Hopkins, a.k.a. the biggest instigator in the sport of boxing, you would have thought he would have ran this information by somebody into where they would have said, well, Ryan, does this shit make any fucking sense? I mean, let's think this shit through. Why would you, of all people who had all of these previous reservations about Victor Conte and Devin Haney being this weight bully and Victor Conte being a drug cheat and being a goat of the clear and all this undetectable shit that he went to prison for, why wouldn't you say, you know what? I've been speaking out against the powers to be, right? And maybe, just maybe, this guy that I hired has been compromised. So I just need to, have some sort of extra insurance on myself. Maybe I just need to do my due diligence. Maybe I need to go over these goddamn supplements and the ingredients within that supplement, depending on where he got this shit from, and say, look, before I put this in my body, bro, what is this? Where does it come from? What is in it? Can I contact the supplier directly? Yeah, I said it. And then I would decide whether or not I'm going to put this in my body or if I'm going to miss weight or whatever the case may be.
Exactly what happened. So a guy came in to help me lose weight, and I took the supplements he gave me, and for sure those are the ones that.
Okay,
so hold on, champ.
Okay, wait.
Okay, and another thing that I just thought about now, mind you, I've watched this shit 6 times before I went live, right? Now, another thing that just came to the top of my head, right? Ryan, is this a guy that you've been working with, throughout your illustrious career, or is this a new fella that was astray that, somebody in your camp, whether it was Derrick James, Oscar, Bernard, anybody at Golden Boy Promotions suggested for you to hire so you can make weight, right? So, I mean, that I would have loved to know the answer to that question. Now, I know that this was a little longer live. It's only like 7 minutes on my end that I can see on my end, right? So I didn't get to see the whole live. So maybe I'm missing some sort of context clues as to what, the entire conversation, but I'm only going solely based off of what I've heard in a 7-minute and 14-second clip.
Wait, hold on.
Is it safe to say?
Hold on, Zach. So Ryan, so this was a day before the weigh-in?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
So you couldn't wait. So
you knew I was in a bathtub. You know the bathtub technique. You know that one where you get the Epsom salt and it's hot as fuck, and then they take you off and they wrap you up in a towel, and then you redo it over and over again. So that's what I was doing all night, trying to lose that weight, and my body stopped at 143 pounds. I couldn't continue. I was hurting myself.
Pause. Now, let's just keep in mind that Ryan just said verbatim, I was trying to lose the weight. My body wouldn't go any lower than 143 pounds. Now, that totally negates this theory or this narrative that he put out there that he had something going on with Floyd, and Floyd told him to come in 3 pounds overweight so he can have a weight advantage, and he would be able to make the limit if, Devin and Bill Haney were to oblige and, and restructure the contract or whatever the case may be. So once again, Ryan, I caught you in another fucking lie. That was a bold-faced lie. You lied on TBE, man, for no fucking reason. Because you just sat up here and said verbatim that you were trying to make the weight, which is why you hired this guy by the name of Scooter. Hell, I don't know his last name. I don't know what the individual looks like. If anybody in the Wolf chat, make sure y'all hit that goddamn like button and put some pressure on that notification bell so you can be notified every time I pop up and go live. Yeah, I said it, but I would love to know what this guy looks like. If he would go on record of saying, is this story legit? Is Ryan lying on him? Is he trying to save face? Because inquiring minds would love to know. Ryan, why would you chance this shit? Knowing everything that was coming out of your fucking lips to this day, why would you take some random supplements that this guy, if we don't know if you've been working with him for years or a couple of months, a couple of days, maybe just a day before the fight, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt to say, I don't think you're that fucking stupid, which is why I feel like this story is bullshit. I'm not believing anything that Ryan Garcia is saying right now, y'all. I'm not.
But when did you take the supplement?
I told you that day.
And you took the supplement during the fight?
How can I take a supplement during the fight?
I'm saying the day of the fight, because you tested positive both days.
Exactly. Don't you think it would still be in your system? Think with your brain. It would still be in your system no matter what. It's not going to the next day.
What was the supplement's name?
Name was the one that they test. I don't know which one it was. Those are the ones.
Wait.
Now, how the fuck, if you're Ryan Garcia, you're being accused of this, you're saying that the powers to be are out to get you. This is a mistake. I've been hoodwinked. We're being led astray in the boxing community. Devin Haney and his team is out to get me. Okay, so let's just say, for the sake of the argument, that this shit is in his favor to where he's right. He's not lying. Let's just say he's being truthful about everything that he's saying. Then wouldn't it be becoming of yourself to do your due diligence once again to know exactly what supplement this guy by the name of Scooter gave you, just so moving forward you won't run into this situation yet again? I'll wait. I will fucking wait. Because if I were in Ryan Garcia's shoes, I would go to the New York Athletic State Commission, invited. I would say, look, man, I want to know what is these supplements, what is exactly in it, so I can prevent this shit from happening moving forward to not only myself, but to any other young fighter in the sport today. You feel what I'm saying? So that's how I know, once again, the negligence, the ignorance, the not knowing, just as much as knowingly taking the fucking steroids, in my honest opinion, is just as dumb. This doesn't make Ryan look any better today, y'all. He would have been better off just shutting the fuck up.
They have no knowledge of.
Okay, so let me just tell you which ones. So we know so the world would know not to use the supplements. Which supplements were they?
Now, I think it was Neutro Bio, right? And I think I got me a banner. I'm gonna have to look for this shit in just a second. But anyway, I think they came out and categorically denied it. They say, look, man, we may take or pursue legal action against Ryan Garcia because ain't none of our supplements got no ostarine in it. So let's just keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, in the Wolf chat.
Like I said, I don't know what supplement. Those are his supplements.
Wait, no, hold on, Mill
Scooter,
City. Wait, hold on.
Scooter,
You know which one?
did say.
Wait, Mill City, hold on. Let me and Ryan talk. Now, so you saying that Scooter gave you something you don't even know the name of to this day, you don't know what the name of the supplements are.
Those are what the lawyers have, whichever ones that he provided me. He gave me 2 of the ones that he gave me. We sent that to a lab. They tested it, and it was tested with ostarine in its tablets. My thing was tainted.
Which one?
There's no doubt in my mind.
What company? Which one? Which one of the supplements?
Bro, I'm telling you, I don't know what it's called.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
I mean, maybe I need to go to the chat, man. Somebody got to help your boy E-Thriller, aka the Black Picasso. I need to know, am I tripping, or does this story not make any fucking sense? How do you not know exactly what supplements it was, Ryan? By this point now, if you want to say it was you know, this dude gave you a random supplement the day before the fight. I thought nothing of it, which I feel like in my heart of hearts is bullshit. I don't believe he would blindly take some fucking pills or a supplement, not even knowing exactly what it is or where it's coming from or the label or the ingredients, the company. But let's just say again, for the sake of the argument, he did that. Ryan, this makes you look like a fucking Neanderthal. Like, how can anybody, even if you hate Devin the Dream Haney, even if you hate Trill Bill Haney, how can anybody defend this bullshit? I will fucking wait. I mean, I'm looking. Matter of fact, let me look in the chat, man, because I got my shit pulled up. I need to know if anybody disagreeing with what your boy Go Thriller, aka the Black Picasso, is saying. I don't see anybody disagreeing. Like, who the fuck is Scooter? Who is Scooter? And why would you take some random fucking supplements a day before the fight? But not only that, where was this story? Where was this fucking alibi a month ago? I will fucking wait, because I ain't heard you saying none of this shit. And I repeat, none of this shit, because you've been blaming Victor Conte. You've been blaming the Athletic State Commission. You said that they was playing with your substances. You said that Victor Conte contaminated them because they wanted Devin to do this and they wanted Devin to do that. I mean, you've been all over the place. And then all of a sudden, you decide to pull up on Mill City Boxing, shout out to him once again, and tell the fucking truth. And oh, by the way, now all of a sudden, there's a gentleman by the name of Scooter. Really? I mean, really? God damn. Let me finish rolling this shit, man. Hold on, y'all. My shit. Hold on, I gotta get used to this shit.
Oh, yeah. I just told you.
Right, but that sounds like a lot, right? That sounds like a lot.
Like a lot.
Because what I'm saying is, because you've been because you've been so informative to the people about everything, you would let us know. Is Scooter the one that slipped the shit on you, or is it the company?
Scooter is the one that gave me the supplements. I'm gonna always stand by the truth. Scooter gave me the supplements. I took the supplements, and then I tested positive. That's it. Point blank period. There's no bigger story. I don't know what happened. It got blown out of proportion.
I got a question, champ.
My thing is this: where was this shit from the very fucking beginning? Like I just uttered. Like, where was this shit at, Ryan? You all of a sudden just had an epiphany and said, "Oh, I remember there was a guy by the name of Scooter who walked up to me and said, look, Ryan, I know you're struggling to make weight. I get it. I'm not going to tell you what's in this shit or where this shit come from, but take this shit and you're going to make weight. And you're not going to lose any energy, and you're going to have all your strength and speed and stamina on fight night. Come fight night, nothing clicked in your fucking brain to say, you know what? This shit don't sound right, bro. Let me get a second opinion. Then nothing click. Like, it just, once again, doesn't make any fucking sense. It don't make sense. I'm sorry. I want to believe it, but I just can't believe it, because this dude is a grown-ass fucking man with kids, and he's had a wife. There's no possible way that a dude can be this fucking stupid unless...
Stay off the damn weed.
He needs to stay off the goddamn weed, man. He got to stay off the weed. Is it the drugs? Is it the alcohol? Is it the tequila? What the fuck? Is it coke? Allegedly? Like, I don't know. I don't know anybody that can be this goddamn stupid. And I don't even know why he would put this out in the air for us, for niggas like E-Thriller, aka the Black Picasso, to pick this shit apart like a rotisserie chicken. I don't understand why he would. Like, you had all this time, y'all. I want y'all to let this shit sink in and let this shit marinate in your spirit. Ryan Garcia had all this fucking time to come up with some sort of alibi, because for the record, I never believed the motherfucker. Ever since this shit came out that he popped dirty, I said he's guilty, because I can't give a guy like Ryan the benefit of the doubt, because he capped too much. He just be all over the place, right? But you couldn't think of a better lie than saying, look, I ran into this dude who gave me some supplements that I don't know where they come from. I really don't know what they do. And then keep in mind, at the beginning of this fucking conversation, he said that he was brought in to help him cut the weight. And then later on in the conversation, he said that the man wasn't there to help him cut weight. Ryan, which one is it? I will fucking wait.
What was it? What was it? Listen, what was the substance? What was the?
Hold
What
on,
was
Bill.
the?
Hold on, Bill.
Let me ask you one more
I
question.
just told you I don't know, Bill.
I know, but I'm saying this. It was used to cut weight, though. The supplement he told you, he said
No,
that you're going to use. You're going to use to cut weight.
Nope. He just
Now, again, he said earlier, I think it was at the 1 minute mark. He brought the dude in because he was struggling. He was at 140 something and he needed to get down some pounds, but his body couldn't take anymore, which is why the guy gave him supplements to help him cut the weight. That's exactly what he said. And now that Bill is putting that Coach K Duke full court pressure on him, and Bill is kind of being rather subdued. I'm very surprised that Bill is being so cool, calm, and collected, because, you know, normally Bill be on that ignorant type of shit, that real niggerish type of shit. Facts, he Thriller, big facts. But Bill is being real calm, walking him into shots, and Ryan is basically admitting to guilt time and time again.
gave me supplements, and
what was the supplement for, Ryan?
It wasn't for cutting weight. I don't know what he gave me. I'm being real with you. I don't even got to be on this live. I'm being real.
Okay.
I'm telling you, I don't know what it was.
Listen, whenever a motherfucker come on here or anything, whether it's a casual conversation, whether it's on a panel, your favorite boxing channel, a basketball channel, whatever the case may be, or just in real life, whenever a motherfucker saying, look, man, I'm being real with you. I'm being real. I'm doing this. Oh, yeah, I'm so this. I put this on my such and such, my damn son. 9 times out of 10, them motherfuckers are full of shit because they can't cover their tracks. They all over the place. And lies compiled on top of lies is just a compilation of bullshit that's being uttered out of their fucking lips. And just look at Bill, how he looking at him like, bro, I know you lying, but I'm going to keep asking you the same shit. I'm going to keep pressing you on the same shit because I heard you earlier clearly state that I brought this individual in because I was trying to make the weight, which totally goes against everything. If you're new to the channel, if you just now stumble into the video, everything he said about the story with him and Floyd Money Mayweather, because he said Floyd put it in his head to come in overweight by 3 pounds. That way the fight can still take place if Devin Haney and Trill Bill Haney were to oblige. So again, that is another motherfucking lie. It's a bold-faced lie, right?
Thank you for that. Thank you.
I'm a man.
Coming on.
I'm right here. I'm not scared because if you
why
scared,
did you
then
say,
you're lying.
Okay, so why did you say that everyone had contaminated, that Victor, that Bill, that me, that everybody
Because
else?
I'm very skeptical. I'm still to this day I'm skeptical. A man that got that was banned from another sport is helping you out. Devin Haney and your son has gained. He can lose so much weight, but then gain so much weight and then still fight for 12
wait a
rounds.
minute.
See,
that screams cheating.
See, motherfuckers like Ryan, he's trying to go to the Pro Bowl, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody in the Wolf chat, whether you're on X or whether you're in the YouTube, my live chat, right? Drop some comments, hit that like button. But he's trying to go to the Pro Bowl, meaning he's deflecting. None of this shit that Devin coming in overweight, being a weight bully, none of this shit matters because, again, my nigga, Ryan, Devin didn't pop dirty. You pop dirty. Also, for the record, we can say what we want about Devin the Dream Haney. We can say that he's been a weight bully this and a weight bully that. And I kind of tend to lean towards those arguments, I must admit, even though I support Devin Haney. Anybody that's been following my channel know I rock with Devin Haney. But once again, I'm the motherfucker on YouTube that's going to tell y'all what y'all need to hear, not what the fuck y'all want to hear, whether it's for my favorite fighter or not. I got to be honest. So I agree with some of those talking points, not all, but some of them. But my nigga, Devin Haney has never, and I repeat, ever missed weight. The man never missed weight at 135, and the man has yet to miss weight at 140. In fact, Ryan, you were the individual that missed weight. You were the one that came out and uttered those words and said, oh, it was all a plan to come in heavier because I wanted to be more comfortable. I didn't want to go through that situation that I had with Abdul Fahid, who weight drained you, put all those fucking rules and stipulations on you like Vince McMahon, basically making it a fucking handicap match, even though Tank really didn't need to do any of that. Which is why I get on Tank so hard because, my nigga, you colder than all these dudes based off of what I can see, based off the eye test of me. Tank has it all. He has the fucking chin. He has the intangibles inside of the ring. He's mean inside of the ring. He's mean outside of the ring. He has the it factor. He has the speed, the accuracy, the punch placement, the footwork, the fucking trainers with Coach Kenny and Calvin Ford. He got all this shit going on for him. And oh, by the way, the man is very fucking exciting to watch. He gives you the sweet science, and he say, okay, whenever I get tired of playing around with these motherfuckers, I'm knocking you smooth the fuck out. That's Gervonta Tank Davis. So he didn't need to do any of this shit against Ryan. Little fucking Ryan, the lesser of the four individuals at that present moment in time, in my honest opinion, right? He didn't have to do any of that shit, right? But back to what I was saying, Ryan, Devin has never missed weight, but you have, and you, not Devin, but you were the one that popped dirty for the Austrian. Make it make sense. We don't want to hear this shit, bro.
But did Scooter bring the shit?
But answer the question: why isn't Devin Haney's record non and void? Because he went over the legal weight limit that you can gain.
There's no fucking.
Now we know this is coming from narratives. This is coming from Regis Prograde, who was bitter, who was salty after Devin Haney basically went in there and whipped his ass for all 12 rounds. Fight wasn't even competitive. Shit wasn't even close, right? He had the nerve to come out after, this whole fiasco between Ryan Garcia and Devin the Dream Haney and Trill Bill with the Austrian and the cheating. And then he came out and he said, well, I could have filed a lawsuit or try to get that fight thrown out because Devin Haney came in a couple of pounds overweight or the weight restriction or whatever the case may be. Now, I'm going to be honest. I haven't done all my research. So once again, I don't know everything about the sport of boxing, but I try to do my due diligence. And if I don't know, then I would clearly tell y'all, I don't fucking know. So I haven't done enough research on that situation, but I'm just giving you guys insight as to where that narrative came from. Shout out to Regis Program.
This thing is going over
that's what they're saying.
The legal weight limit. Because listen,
Devin Haney has been a weight bully his whole career.
All right.
Even in the amateurs, he was a weight bully.
Will they give you a chance to lose the weight if you're overweight? Do they give you amount of time?
Yes.
Yes. So why weren't we? If we were a weight bully, why we weren't given time to lose the weight?
Wait, what do you mean? Weight bullying?
I'm saying is if we're weight bullying and they say that we're over the weight, why hasn't a commissioner, somebody says we're going to give you 15?
I don't know. Hey, some commissions enforce rules, some don't. I've seen it time and time again. Some enforce rules and some don't. Some turn a blind eye. Hey, Oscar Valdez got popped, and guess what? He got 0 suspension. Shane Mosley got popped, 0 suspension. Canelo gets popped 6 months. I get popped a year.
You know why?
It's just different rules.
The commission.
I had a billions gram.
The commission looked up
you know how much a billions gram is, Bill? You could take a little salt, put it in an Olympic sized swimming pool, and that's what I had in my system.
Hey, listen. If you have a pinch of heroin, is it?
Hold on, y'all. I think
in your system or not? There's no other way. There's no other way that pinch could get in your system.
And I think that's when he logged off.
Yeah.
Because Bill was getting in his ass. I mean, just frying the motherfucker, man. Shout out to Trill Bill Haney. Let's give him a big old fucking round of applause. The man was super professional. He wasn't cussing the man out. He wasn't talking to him crazy like he could have. Because I know if that was my goddamn son and you didn't cheat my son to where he could possibly get killed in the fucking ring, I'm going to be on a different type of time. So I must give Bill credit where credit is due. Now, Ryan, bruh, I don't give a damn if it was a billionth of a gram. Hold on, let me remove this shit because I'm going to go to this next video when I talk about Devin Haney. But Ryan, I don't give a damn if it was a billionth of a gram or it was a little tidbit, a little salt, a little speck, a little speckle. My nigga, you pop dirty. And this is coming from a guy that has been denying this shit time and time again. And then for you to all of a sudden, once again, have an epiphany and say, look, oh, well, it was this guy by the name of Scooter. They gave me some supplements. I still don't know what they are, but my lawyers know what they are. I took it the day of the fight, which is why I popped dirty the day before the fight and after the fight. But my nigga, that goes against everything you have been saying for what, a month and a half? Because you was telling us you didn't take supplements. You didn't know what the fuck was going on. This was all some big ass plan. This was some all fucking master plan or conspiracy coming from a Victor Conte in unison with Devin Haney and Trill Bill in the New York Athletic State Commission. Everybody was out to get Ryan. Everybody was doing this. Now, oh, they going against me because I spoke out on pedophilia and all this other crazy ass shit that's going on in our fucked up world, especially in America, right? These are the things that you were saying, Ryan. But now all of a sudden, lo and behold, you know where the shit came from, but you don't know exactly what you took or who, other than who gave it to you. Like it just doesn't make any sense. So again, I was never on Ryan's side. I've always felt like the motherfucker was lying. Yeah, I said it, and I didn't stutter. And even with this, like coming out, bro, just shut the fuck up. Get off of Twitter. Get off of X. Get off of the IG Live. Don't go on Mill City Box. Don't do nothing. Just lay low. Don't go on TikTok and just shut the fuck up, because you are making this shit way worse than what it actually is. Because who is believing this shit in the chat? I'll wait. I'll fucking wait. I'm looking in the chat, but I don't see nobody believing nothing that Ryan says. In fact, hold on, y'all, because I think I got a poll. Hold on. Get my shit right. My shit. Hold on, y'all. I got a poll going right now, right? It says, do you believe Ryan Garcia? Yeah, it's 26 votes. 46% are saying yes. Who in the fuck? I need to know who in the hell believes Ryan Garcia. And then 54% are saying no. All right, so shout out to y'all, man. But anyway, now let me get to Devin Haney. Now, let me preface my comments by saying I am a supporter of Devin Haney. Everybody knows I rock with the Haneys, but that don't mean I got to be biased. And that don't necessarily mean that I have to agree with every fucking thing that they say or do or come out of their mouth, right? Now, a lot of people know I'm the nigga that gave Trill Bill the nickname. Yeah, I said it, and I didn't stutter. But Devin Haney, I was listening to this interview, right? And shout out to this individual who does a phenomenal job, Ariel. Shout out to him in MMA fighting. Make sure y'all go sub up to his channel. Join the membership if y'all want to do that. But anyway, he had a phenomenal interview with Devin Haney. But I'm listening to Devin Haney do all this talking, right? And he said a lot. This was like a 20-something minute interview, right? But I'm only going to hone in on the 7-minute and 48-second mark, because whenever he said this shit just pissed me the fuck off. Once again, I do not own the rights to this content. This is for educational purposes only. YouTube, please don't flag my account. DJ E Thriller, roll that clip.
Fight night as well.
Okay.
So the commission did their own separate test, and he didn't only fail the VADA test, he failed the commission test as well.
And all of it was for Austrian, right?
So what is ClickUp? ClickUp is an all-in-one productivity software where you can manage.
Gotta let these ads roll through, man. Shout out to everybody in this bitch, man. All right, here we go.
And regarding the fight itself, what do you think went wrong? It was shocking to see it play out like that, because we had never really seen you in that type of position. Looking back, what do you think went wrong that night?
Yeah. We can't say, because, when you're not on an even playing field, that's what went wrong right there. Let's start there. I can't say, oh, I'm fighting you straight up and I'm clean, and you're fighting me with PEDs in your system. It's not a fair fight. So that's what went wrong.
Was it one?
And that's why I said, we have to run it back, because it just wasn't a fair fight. And if PEDs don't matter, then why did we test for them then? Why are they banned?
So when you went back to lock.
Okay, so I get what Devin Haney is trying to say. Of course, y'all heard my spiel on Ryan Garcia. I knew he was a cheater. I don't condone cheating in the sport of boxing. So I don't want anybody to misconstrue your boy Go Thrilla's words, right? But Devin Haney just said some shit that really pissed me the fuck off, because if y'all are just like me, I done watched that fight about 12 times, right? And I really still haven't gotten over it, because I can't come to grips with how bad Devin Haney looked on fucking defense, y'all. Like, for this man to ask this dude a question and say, well, hey, man, what went wrong? And for Devin Haney to look off to the side and say, well, oh, nothing went wrong. Well, he tested dirty for the Austrian and PEDs. Well, my nigga, what about your lack of defense? What about the way that you wasn't able to neutralize that one fucking trick pony, that left fucking hook from hell, the same left hook that you and your daddy, Trill Bill Haney, told us on the build up to the fight, at these press conferences, at the weigh-in, on all these other various podcasts and boxing platforms, that you were going to neutralize and take away and basically handicap this man. This is the shit that y'all was saying verbatim. I'm not a fucking ventriloquist. Facts, he Thriller, big facts. And for you to go out there, not even late in the fight, but within the first 30 fucking seconds of the fight, and get clocked by that left hand, that same left hand that you should have been taking heed to, that same left hand that you should have stripped from Ryan Garcia, butt, booty, naked, for you to get hit that fucking fast, that early on in the fight, my nigga, I don't give a fuck what nobody say, whether you're pro Devin Haney or whether you hate Devin Haney. That shit ain't got nothing to do with the Austrian. I'm sorry. I gotta keep it a buck. You feel what I'm saying? Because once again, I'm the nigga on YouTube that's gonna tell you what you need to hear, not what the fuck you want to hear. Factsy Thriller, big facts. Devin, you got to get better defensively because the shoulder rolling wasn't rolling. Your shit, you try to be like Floyd Money Mayweather, but you don't know how to catch shots. You don't know how to shoot shots. You don't know how to slip punches and step in. You don't know how to fight on the fucking inside. You don't throw any fucking combinations. Whenever you box, you throw the same fucking bow and arrow jab, which is what the guy, TBE, pointed out whenever he was talking to Trill Bill Haney, saying, oh, it looked like you needed some motherfucking help the other night. It looked like you needed my motherfucking help the other night. Facts, he Thriller, big facts. So, Devin, my nigga, don't give me no shit about, oh, there was nothing you could have done differently because your game plan sucked. You don't know how to fight on the inside. You try to go in there and bang with a fucking banger, with a fucking puncher that can knock your fucking lights out. I mean, hell, we all know that Gervonta Tank Davis has power, astronomical power, out of this fucking world. But even he didn't try to sit and bang with Ryan Garcia. You feel what I'm saying? Where was the fucking IQ, my nigga? You went in there and fought a fight, trying to prove a point because it was quote unquote personal. This was quote unquote game 7 because you guys done split in the amateurs, winning 3 fights and losing 3 fights and whatever the case may be. So you went in there and you try to make a point and you try to make a statement, but you went out there and you got dinged on from rounds 1 all the way through 12. So don't give me this shit about, oh, you couldn't have done anything differently heading into the fight or during the fight, because you and I both know that is bullshit.
If PDs don't matter, why did he take them?
Right. Were you just shocked?
They have to be beneficial.
Well, yeah, performance enhancers, right? That's why they are called that.
Exactly.
Were you just like blown away when you went back to the locker room, like just not being able to comprehend, and then when you found out about the PEDs, did maybe the performance make more sense to you? Is that how you digested it?
Good question.
My bad.
No problem.
Yeah, no, I mean, say that again. Ask the question again for me.
You know, because it was such a shocking result, right? You were such a big favorite going into it and whatnot. When you went back to the locker room that night in Brooklyn, were you just dumbfounded, like shocked, like, oh my, like how did this happen? What went wrong here? And then when you found out a few weeks later about the failed test, did it maybe give you like some, okay, now I understand why this went down this way. Now I understand. Now this gives me a little bit more clarity.
Yeah, I mean, of course, you know, whenever you take a loss, you question everything. You question preparation. You question, you know, everything. So, of course, you know, after the fight, you're wondering, okay, you're trying to think, where did I go wrong? What did I do here? Did I do everything here? But yeah, I mean, it's normal to think like that. But then it just came out. Oh, this is what it was, and that's what it was at the end of the day.
Devin, you're not being truthful. You're not being honest with yourself. You're still in this delusional state to where you went out there and you fought the perfect fight. You took away the left hook. You took away his overhand chopping right that you kept dipping down to, getting dinged on like a fucking idiot. You're acting as if you went in there with the perfect fucking game plan, and all of that was just thrown out the window because Ryan popped dirty for the Austrian. And you and I both know, my nigga, that is not the case. That was not the case. And I know you didn't watch the fight, man. You had to have watched this fight to see, look, man, I was dipping right into the left hook. I didn't know how to fight on the inside. I let Ryan bully me on the inside. I let Ryan control the fucking ring. He was the boss in the ring. He had you chasing him around like a fucking idiot. Why? I don't know. You should have been the guy that's making him come to you so you can be the counter puncher. But I don't know if it was you. I don't know if it was your mental stability or you was trying to prove something. I don't know if you was listening to your pops and Trill Bill, who was saying that you was the new face of boxing. He was saying that you was building the Floyd Money Mayweather. He was saying that Tank Davis era is over with. This is the new face of boxing. He's the most exciting man in boxing. He's the number one pound for pound fighter in the world. These are all the things that you and your father were saying heading into this fight. So forgive me for holding you to a certain fucking standard. Forgive me for having this bad fucking taste in my mouth, for going out there and just getting stripped, butt, booty, naked by a guy that you called a C-level fighter, by the same guy that you said wasn't going to be able to make the weight, by the same fucking guy that you said wasn't mentally stable. You said he wasn't mentally stable heading into this fight, and you were going to show the whole fucking world. You was going to show everybody in the Bay. You was going to show everybody in New York. You was going to show everybody in the fucking world that you were an A+ fighter and he was a C- fighter. These are your words. I didn't make this shit up. Facts, C-Thriller, big facts. And for you to go out there and get beat the way that you did, my nigga, that ain't got everything to do with the ostrich. I'm sorry. Can't none of you motherfucking bias ass Devin Haney fans, once again, let me preface my comments by saying, because I already know there's going to be some of you fucking bozos, one of you fucking Neanderthals in the playback, in my comments, or in my community section who want to click the link but scared to click on the fucking link, who want to call in but won't call in. There's going to be saying, oh, E-Thriller, you hating on Devin Haney. My nigga, I've been riding for Devin Haney all the way up until now. But I can't get down with the booty ass shit that he's saying, this soft ass shit, this ready whip ass shit. Like, I'm not rocking with none of this shit. And for you to say that you want the man to be banned for life, like, really? Really? Now, as much as I hate Ryan Garcia, everybody knows me, knows that I hate Ryan with a passion. I hate him and Teofimo and Shakur and Tank. The list goes, the list goes on and on. Y'all know who I don't like, and I'm perfectly fine with saying it. But I rocks with Devin Haney, but I'm not rocking with this, oh, I would have banned him for life, but then I want to get it back in blood, and then you turn around and say that you want to sue the man. So let's just say, for the sake of the argument, you were to pursue legal action. What is going to make you think that Ryan Garcia is going to want to run it back with you, bro? This man has been vilified, and rightfully so. This man has been ostracized, and rightfully so. But what makes you think he's going to say, you know what? Fuck trying to get a rematch with Tank. Fuck trying to fight a Shakur. Fuck trying to fight all these other dudes that I can make way more money fighting, because it's being rumored and reported that this fight didn't do well at all, y'all. It's being rumored and reported. I've seen it on X today that this fight didn't do as well as they claim, which is why Oscar De La Hoya allegedly hasn't paid these niggas they back end money, right? But I say all that to say, what would make you think that Ryan is going to run it back with you, Devin? Make it make sense.
One thing I was wondering about when I was watching, and I'm wondering how you feel about it, when I saw your boots that were very cool, but then I was like, oh no, are these a problem? They were Uggs, right?
Yeah.
When you can set up fast, gamer-ready Spectrum internet in minutes.
Roll, man. I did.
In minutes.
Yes.
Nah, they weren't Uggs, but they were like similar.
Super cool, but I was just wondering if they were making you, I don't know, slip or just the grip. Because it became a no contest. You got the 31 and O back. You got the clean O back. I saw the video of you dancing in the bowling alley and all that, and you're getting a lot of shit for this. I see you getting a lot of hate. Is this kind of blow you away that you're the guy that did nothing wrong?
It's people these people are trolls. People are gonna troll. People are gonna say what they're gonna say. The real people know at the end of the day they're getting behind what's the truth. The facts are the facts, and
that is where I disagree, because Devin, you can't just classify everybody as a troll, my nigga, because I'm not a troll and I'm a supporter of yours. I am a fan of your craft in the sport of boxing, right? I show up and show out for Trill Bill and Devin Haney, right? I defend y'all niggas to no end. But I mean, my nigga, me seeing that clip, I didn't necessarily like it either, because if it were me, because I'm just a competitive type of nigga. Like, I hate losing in anything, y'all. I don't know how many times I got to tell y'all that. But if I were to get my ass kicked the way that he got his ass kicked, and then for it to come out in hindsight that my opponent cheated and he was on PEDs, my nigga, there's nothing to be dancing about. There's nothing to be happy about. I would be pissed the fuck. I would be licking my chops. I would be in the gym working on my craft, trying to figure out how the fuck I'm gonna stop this left hand, because that's basically all he hit you with was the left hand and the right hand all fucking night, right? I would be trying to do something. I would be looking for a different trainer or possibly bringing somebody in to help with my pops. I wouldn't be there seen dancing and doing spin moves, these stiff-ass spin moves like you Usher or Chris Brown or whatever the case may be in the fucking bowling alley. I would literally be like just pissed the fuck off. You wouldn't even see me on social media. That's how pissed off I would be if everything were to come to light the way that it has came to light with Devin Dream Haney and Ryan Garcia. So I don't necessarily agree with your statement, kind sir. I don't.
I didn't put nothing in the system. I didn't, nothing came up out of my system. So, the trolls are going to say what they're going to say. This is boxing, but the real people, the real enthusiasts of the sport, they know what the proof is in the pudding. And like I said, a guy is not going to get suspended and pay $1 million if he was clean, if it was an accident or if it was anything like that.
I agree with that, Dev. Like, hey man, you can't accuse me of some shit that I wholeheartedly deny and expect for me to give you $1 million. Oh, hell no. We're going to take this shit to trial, because not only that, you're fucking up my reputation, right? You're fucking up my money on the back end, right? And then, like, I got to wait and sit out. I can't go get no fights. Like, I would be like, hell no. If I really truly believe that it was a conspiracy and I know in my heart of hearts that I ain't did nothing wrong, oh, hell no. Y'all going to have to clean this shit up. So I'm with Dev on that.
Do you think the punishment that he got was fair, or do you think it should have been harsher?
No, I don't think cheaters should be in the sport of boxing. I don't think if I felt that, should I be cheating myself? Right?
Mm.
But I don't think that cheating should be, if you get caught cheating, I think you should be banned.
For life.
For life.
Wow.
Because
I disagree. I don't think you should be banned for life, but I will say I do think the penalty should be a little harsher. I feel like Ryan should have got at least 2 years. Like, I think if you give these fighters at least 2 to 3 years, that'll possibly deter them from cheating moving forward. You feel what I'm saying? Because if you lose 2 to 3 years worth of money in the sport of boxing, and mind you, most of these dudes only fight once, maybe even twice if you're lucky, a year, then that's going to hurt their pockets now with a guy like Ryan, who makes a lot of money in media and social media and marketing and TikTok and YouTube and shit like that. It ain't gonna really hurt him, but it will hurt a guy like Devin Haney, or it will hurt a guy like a Shakur Stevenson. It will hurt a guy like a Javante Tank Davis or Jerron Boots Ennis. I'm just throwing out names. I'm not saying that these guys are cheating or cheaters, but y'all get what I'm trying to go. So I think the commission as a whole should possibly instruct a harsher penalty. Now, let's just say, for the sake of the argument, they pop dirty 2 times. Then, hey, man, all bets are off. I'm all for banning the guy from the sport of boxing, because at the end of the day, these dudes are getting in the ring and they're putting their life on the line. Yeah, they get paid to fight. They're prize fighters. But still, this is a very fucking dangerous sport. And whenever you have a guy like Ryan Garcia, who is naturally fast, who is naturally God-gifted with power, taking extra shit that can give him a boost or to help him cut weight to where he can come in feeling better than me on fight night, that's a problem, man. So I'm leaning towards Devin on that. But it has to be a second offense, not the first.
Today we going and putting our life on the line each time we step in that ring, and we seen guys get killed in the ring.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
I mean, he must felt something, because of all his fights, he never tested dirty, right?
Mm-hmm.
But against me, he did. It's no coincidence. He obviously felt the threat in me, and all of a sudden he's acting like we never seen him acting before. He was covering his ass just in case he lost. He was going to play the crazy role.
Now, I agree with that theory. That's been my position from the jump. I feel like Ryan went out on a limb and did all this crazy shit, saying all this preposterous ass shit to cover his tracks just in case he got, popped dirty for the drugs. That's always been my position. I never wavered from that shit. I wholeheartedly believe that this man knew in the back of his mind that he was going to do any and everything to win this fight, because let's be honest, had he lost this fight to a Devin Haney after quitting, because a lot of people forget that Ryan quit against Gervonta Tank Davis. He quit. He took a Tim Tebow knee. You feel what I'm saying? If he were to go out there and lose to a Devin Haney, the same Devin Haney that everybody calls pillow-fisted, that everybody claims is boring, that everybody that say, oh, man, he boring, his interviews are boring. And I get it. Y'all don't like his fighting style. To each his own. If he were to go out there and get washed the way that I thought he was going to get washed, then he would have been at the bottom of the barrel. He would have basically been a motherfucking gatekeeper, in my honest opinion. Yeah, he still would have got big fights, but we wouldn't have been looking at Ryan in that same light as a Gervonta Davis, a Teofimo, a Devin Haney, a Shakur, and the list goes on and on, his peers, right? So I kind of agree with Devin Haney on this shit.
So feeling that way, why would you want to fight him again?
Because I want to get it back in blood. I'm just that type of fighter. Obviously, the test has to be right, and it has to be, very, very strict. But I'm just that type of guy. He got to pay for what he did, like I said, and that's inside the ring, outside the ring.
And so the next thing that we saw regarding you was the purse bid for the Sandor Martin fight. And you feel about what Eddie said regarding why Matchroom decided.
Zoom past it.
Editing sounds groovy, Ryan. Groovy.
Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Make sure y'all put some pressure on that like button. It's telling me I got about 73 people in here combined. Shout out to the 38 individuals on X. I see ya. Salute. And shout out to everybody on YouTube, man. The 33 people I got in this bitch. Let's roll this shit. Hit that like button as you come through the door.
Paro idea at some point, or does it not make sense right now?
Of course, I want to make the best fights. I'm that kind of fighter. If everything makes sense, then of course we can do it. I would love to, and I went to Australia twice.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't mind going back, but it would have to make sense for me.
But it sounds, and correct me if I'm wrong, you want to wait, like you want your next fight to be against Ryan Garcia. Is that accurate?
I would love for my next fight to be against Ryan Garcia. If everything is right, everything is intact, all the drug tests and everything is everything. Of course, because that's the fight that the world would want to see. That's the fight that I would want. But he got to do his suspension. He has to. We got to figure everything out. We never know. But of course, I want to get mine back in blood. I'm just that kind of fighter.
But that means you're not fighting until April of next year at the earliest. Are you okay with that?
We don't know. We don't know.
Would you be okay with sitting out that long? That would be a year.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. You see me, I'll sit out 2 years.
Yeah.
Why? Like this is the part of the problem that I don't agree with, or his position rather. Why would you want to sit out for so long, bro? Just to wait on Ryan Garcia, which again, there's no fucking guarantee that this man is going to give you a rematch. So you're going to waste 2 years out of your fucking physical prime based off of some shit that took place. You got cheated, whatever the case may be, just to get it back in blood. But shouldn't you be working on your craft? Shouldn't you be trying to figure out exactly how to stop the left fucking hook? Like, you need to be really working on your game. You need to be trying to find another co-trainer if you don't want to fire your pops or whatever the case may be. But taking time away from the sport of boxing a year, let alone 2 years, for a guy with all of your fucking flaws, your fundamental flaws, is a huge mistake in your boy Go Thriller, aka the Black Picasso's opinion. That'll be career suicide. You better not do that shit and expect to come back and be on top and be spry and be, what's the thing? Because you really don't want to have a lot of ring rust. If you know ring rust is a legitimate thing in the sport of boxing. Hell, Tank just talked about that in his fight against Frank Martin. And you don't want to be one of them dudes because you don't have the power to keep motherfuckers off of you as is. And we all know that your shoulder roll is kind of busting and disgusting because you don't really be rolling with your shit. You don't know how to catch shots and shit like your idol Floyd Money Mayweather. Facts, Thriller, big facts. So the last thing you and Trill Bill Haney need to be saying is that you're going to take a fucking year off. Make it make sense.
You're in your prime right now, so I thought you wanted to be active, get back on the horse, that type of thing.
You think I'm in my prime yet?
Okay, fine. Not in your prime yet.
Not in my prime yet.
Okay, fair enough. And so regarding Tank Davis, what did you think of his performance against Frank Martin?
I thought that he did what the world thought he was going to do. He showed that he was, levels above Frank Martin. Frank Martin did exactly what we thought he was going to do. You know, he was a front runner. He was, you know, just because he didn't have the experience of, you know, being under those lights and being in those big moments. And it showed. You know, he got out there. He did good in the first couple rounds, but you know, he couldn't keep it up for, you know, a 12-round fight.
So immediately afterwards, Floyd posts the entire sparring footage between you two guys. What did you make of that?
Who said he posted it?
Oh, did he not?
Do we know? How do we know?
I guess that's what everyone just sort of assumed. I mean, he had it, right? Or maybe he gave it to someone who then posted it. Did you post it?
I never had the video.
Okay, I don't know. Someone posted it. I'm just wondering, what did you make of that kind of resurfacing finally? This sparring match that we've heard so much about. We saw snippets of in its entirety.
All right, man. So that sparring session is another topic for another day. Let me remove this shit. Let me get back to hold on, y'all. Let me stop this. All right, man. So let me read some of these comments. I got a couple of notifications, and yeah, I think I got to get off because my son just got home, man. I apologize, but I got to get off because I got to watch this dude. But anyway, back to the comments. I go. Let me remove this shit real quick. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Shots out to my guy, man.
Young Money.
For those super sticker donations. He ain't even put nothing in the chat, man. I appreciate your love and support, Moolah, and you already know how we rocking. You did.
Young Money.
I got to get you right, fam. Hit it.
Get a black, 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 fuck them up, then what, turn up, then what,
Already, man. And shout out to Miss LaJessica in the building. I see ya. What's poppin'?
Yiddy.
Yeah, shout out to my guy, Big Mark Boxing, the Savant. And man, speaking of which, man, your nephews, oh my God. Now, I posted some on my channel earlier on my community wall. And if you haven't done so, make sure y'all go check out the link, man. I don't know if it's still up. But man, this dude has the two best young amateur boxers. I don't know what weight class they in, but these dudes, shout out to Peter McMillan and shout out to Damani McMillan, man. I mean, these dudes really remind me. And I hope y'all sitting down for this. But the money, that dude remind me of Terrence Bud Crawford. I mean, the way that he's just ferocious, he's mean in the ring, and he can switch from orthodox to southpaw and the body punching ability, and the way that he throws the pull counter shots and his footwork and this IQ. I mean, this dude knocked down this kid 3 times, y'all. I mean, this was child abuse today. And it had me feeling bad for the little fella because he had no reason to be in the ring with that dude, man. So shout out to your nephews. I believe they're supposed to fight again tomorrow. I'm not sure the time. Big Mark, if you're in the chat, drop the link in the chat with the time so I can pin it. Yeah, I said it for the playback game. So y'all can check these two little brothers out because, oh my God. And y'all know me. I don't cap for nobody. I know talent when I see it. These two dudes right here, and shout out to Worm. He very flamboyant. You know, he uses footwork. He's very flashy. A little different than his big brother. But both of these dudes got the it factor. And these dudes are going to go down as 2 future world champions. Yeah, I said it. And I didn't stutter. I look forward to seeing more, Big Mark. Shout out to you. Shout out to, is that Stephen Brimley? Is that Stephen Brimley? Shout out to my brother, man. Shout out to X-Man. I see ya. Shout out to my brother in real life. The General Big Fish has entered the premises. He said, hit that like button for easy work. I appreciate it, kind sir. Shout out to the big homie, Goldie Loke. He said, E3 salute was popping. Shout out to QT. He said, can't believe nothing Ryan say. They are. Yeah, man, I totally agree. Who haven't I got? What else? Speak the truth. I see ya. I think this is Voracious, if I'm not mistaken. Salute, my brother. He said, hit that like button. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. What up to my dog? ASAP, 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 ASAP. Shout out to my guy ASAP in the building. What's popping?
Yiddy.
What up to my guy? Matter of fact, hold on. What up, Coco? He or she said, does taking Austrian guarantee a win? Has every fighter that popped dirty won their fights or having a good game plan or being a good boxer counts at all? Hey, that's a hell of a question. I totally agree with your assessment to a certain extent, because we've seen several situations to where dudes get popped dirty, but they got their ass kicked. You feel what I'm saying? So that's a valid fucking point and question, might I add. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. So I ain't rocking with Devin Haney on that shit because I do feel like his game plan was ass. His shit was super ass. But anyway, shout out to my boy Johans for that $5 super sticker. I appreciate the love and support. And you already know I got to get you right too. Hit it. Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. I bet. My apologies, man. Shout out to Johans, man. I see ya. QT said Ryan doesn't take Tylenol. Ryan's dad. Now he's taking supplements from some guy named Scooter. Make it make sense, bro. What up to Clay? He said this whole saga is already played out. I totally agree. I ain't really gonna give it too much play after the day, man. It is what it is because I knew deep down Ryan was full of shit and Ryan was lying this whole time. But again, Devin Haney is pissing me off too because the way that you're going about it was saying all this soft ass shit and I'm going to retire and I'm going to take a year off and I can do this and I'm going to sue that. Like, shut the fuck up. There's nothing you can say that's going to persuade the fucking haters or guys that's pro Ryan Garcia to convince them otherwise, man. The man cheated and it's that. You ain't got to say nothing else. You are Trill Bill Haney, as far as I'm concerned. But anyway, who haven't I got? What up, Candy Slim 501? He said, Bill cooked this nigga. Only so long fake thugs can pretend. I totally agree. Let me like that comment, man. X-Man said story sounds like all cap. I totally agree. Big Mark said innocent. How? How the fuck is he innocent, bro? If anything, he's guilty for his negligence, for the ignorance, for his attitude throughout this process of acting like he didn't care and, I don't take steroids and all I do is tequila and all this other goofy ass shit that he had going on. How can anybody with a fucking objective mind say that that man is innocent, bro? Make it make sense, bro. You got to stop this shit, bro. Oh, he said it wasn't in a bottle. I know what's in my cabinets. Hell yeah, I totally agree. I ain't taking nothing that I don't know where it's coming from and anything that's open or, you feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to do that, bro. Well, anyway, shout out to my brother, man, Mr. Q. He said driving but listening. Shout out to the Woodpack. Was popping. What up, Hustle, man? He said, what up, E3 in the chat? Was popping. How are you, kind sir? Miss LaJessica says salute E3 in the chat. What's popping? I'm trying to get through all these comments, man, before I got to get off because this nigga about to wake up. What up, T-Rail? He says since the amateurs, okay. And then he also says since the amateurs, they've been catching that left hook with headgear and padded gloves. Okay, so you're basically saying that Devin Haney never had defense. Hey, man, you might be right, bro, because the boxing historian, a.k.a. Eddie Atlas, was telling me prior to the fight, and if you haven't listened to the pre-fight breakdown, go back and check it out. But everything that he said about Devin Haney came true. He said that the dude had, I ain't gonna spoil it. Y'all just go back and listen to that shit. But anyway, what up to Tyrese? He said, you lose the base on X versus me every day. Born loser. I appreciate the $1.99 super chat. And you and I both know this, Cap, because for one, nigga, we ain't never had a debate. And two, all you do is hate on Kyrie and Kobe. And for you to say that Kyrie is not the most skilled, and I repeat, the most skilled player to ever lace up a pair of tennis shoes is fucking preposterous, bro. You got to stop it. But you already know, I got to get you right. Hit it.
I'm outside.
We outside.
I'm back outside.
We back outside.
I'm drunk as a fish in the water with no legs.
Pressure!
All right, man. Who haven't I got? All right, let me see. I think I just about got everybody. What up, DBZE? He said, then why fight Ryan if he is a lesser fighter than him? At the end of the day, Devin should have won that fight. I agree. And if you've been following my channel, I made several TikToks saying that I didn't want to see this fucking fight because I thought heading into this fight that Devin was levels above this dude. But boy, was I wrong, because I feel like this was a cherry pick going wrong, in my honest opinion. He had no business fighting Ryan Garcia, especially after him quitting against Tank. That was my position, and I'm not wavering from it, right? But we all know why he did it. He wanted to get the pay-per-view buys. He wanted to gain some notoriety. He wanted to get a little bit more social media fans and a following and a bigger platform. But the shit backfired on him and Trill Bill Haney. I mean, it is what it is. That's my honest opinion. He said that's some soft ass shit. Get your ass back in the ring. I totally agree. He said in his mind, Devin not sure anymore about his skills. And if he fight another fighter and gets dropped again, so he'd rather wait for Ryan. Okay. So that's your theory. I ain't mad at you. 1988 Eagles fan said, real quick question. I know you're a Duke fan. I'm a Sixers fan. We drafted Jared McCain. How do you feel about him? I'm going to be honest, bro. I haven't watched Duke since Coach K retired. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to front. I'm not going to cap. I don't know any of these motherfuckers that's coming out of college outside of Bernie. Honestly, I ain't even watched the draft last night or today, as you can see, because I'm going live entertaining y'all. So I got to be honest, bro. I don't have a clue. But I appreciate the question, bro. Blue said you was cooking E3. Keep up the good work, boss. I appreciate it. What else, Street Dream? He said, you think Haney would be the same again? I don't know, bro. That's not up for me to decide. But in my honest opinion, if he's talking about taking time away from the sport of boxing, then I'm going to say no. I don't think he's going to be the same because I think he need to get back in the gym and sharpen up those tools, especially on defense because, my nigga, you didn't know how to stop the left hook. The same left hook that y'all was lamenting prior to the fight. Shit was inexcusable, man. But shout out to everybody in this bitch, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button, sub up to the channel, share this content, drop some comments in the playback game. I'm going to double back and I'm going to spin the block until next time. Your boy E Thriller, I'm gone. Holla.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it.
Goat Thriller, back better, iller, pound for pound, killing these topics with analytics, silencing all the critics, trying to bite the style they get sun like children. YouTube villain, podcast killing, so antagonistic and prolific with the swiftness. Make sure you make weight before you trying to debate. Yeah, I said it and I never hesitate. Hit them with hooks cause these rooks took the bait. Start the show cause goats never hesitate. Ducking smoke, got them sweating at they toxins.
Yeah,
Goat Thriller cleaning up the sport of boxing. Aight then.
Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it. I fucking wait.
I am the greatest.
Yeah, I said it.